Good day, I am Fatima M. Saladaga, a student from KCAST, taking Bachelor of Secondary Education major in Mathematics. In this video, I am going to show how to compute Pearson R. The Pearson correlation coefficient is the most common way of measuring a linear correlation. It is a number between -1 and 1 that measures the strength and direction of the relationship between two variables. Correlation coefficients are used to measure how strong a relationship is between two variables. This is a guideline to interpret correlation coefficient. If a value is equal to 0.0, there is no correlation. If a value is greater than 0.0 and less than 0.2, the correlation is very weak. If the value is greater than 0.2 and lesser than 0.4, it has a weak correlation. If a value is greater than or equal to 0.4 or less than 0.6, it has a moderately strong correlation. If a value is greater than or equal to 0.6 and less than or equal to 0.8, it has a strong correlation. And if the value is greater than or equal to 0.8 and less than 1, it has a very strong correlation. And if the value is equal to 1, the correlation is perfect. There are several types of correlation coefficient, but the most popular is Pearson's. Pearson's correlation, also called Pearson's R, is a correlation coefficient commonly used in a linear regression. If you're starting out in statistics, you'll probably learn about Pearson's R first. In fact, when anyone refers to the correlation coefficient, they are usually talking about Pearson's. We have here a data of class with the R's they study and the scores they have in the test. We are going to find out whether there is a relationship between the number of hours the students study and the scores they have in their test. From the data shown, student 1 has a score of 50 within 5 hours of study. We also have here student 9 with a 4 hours of studying and a score of 35 in the test. Also, student 9 have a score of 39 and 4 hours of studying. These are the hours they study and the scores in their tests. But the question is, does the number of hours correlated with the grades in their test or in their exam? We can measure the degree of correlation using the Pearson R. Let's put R here. So the value or having the value, we need a formula or there is a function here in the Excel that we can use, which is typing equal sign Pearson open parentheses and selecting all the hours that the student is studying. From student 1 to student 50. Now, put comma and select the scores of their test. From student 1 to student 50. And put close parentheses. Enter. And we have the result. we can have it in 2 decimal points by clicking this one here up in the numbers, reducing it into 2 decimal points, and we have the value of 0.49. Since our value is 0.49, it is greater than 0.4 and less than 0.6. Therefore, the correlation of the data is moderately strong.